Now the characteristics of accounting. The first one is economic events. Business is an economic event because all business transactions are measured in terms of money. The economic events occurring in the business are internal, that is, events occurring within the organization, that is, between the different departments of the organization, such as payment of salaries to the staff, a supply of raw material by purchase department to production department of the organization, and the external events occur between outsiders and the organization, such as purchase of goods and services, sale of goods and services, purchase of assets, etc. So all the economic activities where the money is to be transacted between two parties are the main subject of accounting. These economic events can be internal and they can be external. When the monetary transactions are taking place inside the organization, they are called internal economic events, and when external parties and the organization, business organization, they both come together and economic transactions takes place, it is called as external economic events. The second one is recording of financial transactions only. In accounting, this is one of the biggest limitation of the subject accounting, that the recording is done for financial transactions only, and all non-financial transactions are completely ignored to be recorded. The third characteristic is recording of transactions in money terms. All the economic transactions are to be recorded in monetary terms. They are to be only those transactions which can be measured in terms of money will be recorded in the books of accounts. Then there are certain functions of accounting. The first function is identification. We have to identify, first of all, that what are the transactions that are going to be recorded, and that also which transaction is of monetary nature and which is not, which is of financial nature and which is not. This identification is to be done. Second is measurement. The aforementioned identified business transactions should be quantified, estimated and measured in terms of monetary units, that is dollars, rupees, etc. Whatever transaction has been identified कि वो financial nature का, it should be measured in terms of a monetary unit, rupees, dollar, yen, etc. The third, after the measurement has been done, the next step in accounting is recording. The business transactions which have been identified and measured in terms of money will be recorded in the book called journal. In journal, the transactions are recording by following certain rules of recording, that is the debit and credit rules. Where the business houses are big, the volume of transactions are very large. Therefore, the journal is subdivided into various subsidiary books, such as cash book for recording cash and bank transactions, purchase books for recording credit purchases, sales book for credit sales, purchase return book for recording credit purchases, purchase returns, and sales return book for credit sales returns, bill receivable and bills payable, books, etc. After the recording is over, then the classification is done. The transactions are classified. Classification is a process of grouping of transactions of similar nature at one place in separate accounts in chronological order, that is date-wise. This classification is done in the book called ledger. After classification is done, or say after the ledger is being made, then summarizing is done. In the process of summarizing, what we do is that all the ledger account balancing is done and the trial balance is prepared. Then the final accounts or the financial statements are prepared. These final accounts and financial statements comprises of trading and profit and loss account and the balance sheet. The trading and profit and loss account gives us the picture of the profit or loss that has been made or suffered by the business organization in a particular accounting period. And the balance sheet shows us the financial position of the business organization, that how much assets the organization has and how much liabilities it has to discharge, and are the assets capable of discharging the liabilities. Therefore we come to know about the solvency of the firm. Long-term solvency, where long-term assets or the fixed assets are compared with the long-term liabilities, and short-term solvency, where the current assets are compared with the current liabilities. After this is summarizing is over, then comes your analyzing and interpretation. Analysis and interpretation of financial statements, that is your trading and profit and loss account and the balance sheet, provides useful information concerning operating and financial performances of the business to the management and to other end users such as creditors, bankers, financial institutions, proprietors, etc. Thus they can make a meaningful decision about the operating and financial performance of the business, to decide whether what they are going to do with the business. Will they continue the operations with the business for a longer period of time, or they should wind them up? Then comes your communication. As accounting is the language of business, analysis of financial statements provides information concerning profitability position, solvency position, and efficiency of the business to various users of financial data, so that whatever they want to know about the business, they can come to know, and whatever they decide for themselves and for the business and their connection with the business, they can take proper decisions at proper time. So these are the functions of accounting. Now the fifth characteristic of accounting is your entity. Entity is the person which does economic activities. कोई भी person here does not mean a human being. Person here means an individual, a sole tradership organization, a partnership organization, a company organization, a cooperative society, and other associations of persons and other persons. कोई भी आदमी जो कि कोई इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी परफॉर्म कर रहा है, that is called as a person. or an entity. Next is accounting is a science as well as art. Accounting is said to be a science because accounting is an organized knowledge based on certain principles, so it is a science. Accounting is also an art as it helps in achieving the desired objectives of recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting and financial transactions of business. तरीका बताता है कैसे करना है, ठीक है, and the person who keeps on doing it becomes a master in it. The seventh characteristic is provide service activity or interested users of accounting. Accounting not only generates accounting information but also facilitates the various end users with useful information so that they can take appropriate decisions. Therefore, accounting is a service activity which is designed to produce relevant and useful information to all those persons who actually require them for their own benefit and to know what will be the future prospects of their contact with the business organization. Different type of information is required by different categories of users to take decisions. There are internal and external users of accounting. The system of information should be developed in such a manner that the accounting information system is able to provide right information to right user at right time.